Wars are not won by the age of weapons, not by glossy technology brochures, not by promises of aid. Wars are won by cycles, seeing, assessing, firing, repeating who sees first, who fires faster, and who can do it continuously, not once, not twice, but hundreds of times, every single day. In Ukraine, one pattern keeps repeating. Drones rise, targets appear, coordinates are sent, artillery works. The weapons are old. The logic is simple. The results remain lethal. And this is where many assumptions collapse. What is happening in Zaporizhia is not an anomaly, not an isolated incident, not a rare moment. It is a pattern. Front lines are relatively static. Movement is limited. Defensive positions become fixed targets. Under these conditions, war changes its nature. No rapid maneuvers, no dramatic breakthroughs. It becomes a hunt. Every small movement is recorded. Every trace becomes a clue. Every lapse turns into coordinates. Units that remain in place too long are no longer just defending. They are mapped, not because they are weak, but because modern battlefields do not allow long-term concealment. Drones only accelerate what is structurally inevitable. Once a position is identified, time turns against it. Minutes, sometimes seconds. And artillery rarely arrives late. Russia simplifies the concept: eyes and hammer. The eyes are not a single drone, they are a network. Commercial drones, military UAVs, ground observers, electronic sensors, all performing one task: fixing location. The hammer is artillery, long-barrel guns, heavy mortars, area effect rockets, not blind fire, but layered correction. The first round probes, drones observe, data is sent back. The next rounds adjust. The following ones destroy. This is not single-shot precision. This is iterative precision. Not one perfect shell, but enough shells in the right place at the right time. And that is sufficient to eliminate the function of a position. The 2S3 Akatsiya is not a weapon of the future. It is a product of the past, designed decades ago, but it delivers large caliber, high energy, real destructive power. Artillery shells do not care about design year. They obey physics, mass, velocity, impact energy. If coordinates are accurate, if correction works, results are consistent, buildings collapse, trenches disappear, positions cease to function. Modernization does not always mean replacement. Often, it simply means adding eyes. And this is where Russian strength becomes visible, not because everything is new, but because everything is sufficient and available in large numbers. Ukraine is not without capability, not without innovation, not without courage. They have drones, often more creative, more adaptive, more experimental. They have Western artillery, more precise, more accurate. The problem is not quality. The problem is scale. Precision systems are expensive. Ammunition is limited. Replacement is slow. Russia fires more often, for longer, with greater consistency. In wars of attrition, accuracy alone is not enough. Frequency applies pressure. Volume exhausts. Time breaks resistance. Ukraine selects targets. Russia suppresses areas. This difference is small in the first weeks. It becomes decisive by the 12th month. This is not about old weapons, not about who is most advanced, and not about who is morally right. It is about systems, production, endurance, about who controls the cycle of seeing and firing, and who can repeat it without pause. Modern war is not won by heroic moments. It is won by routine, by processes that function after emotion is exhausted. What we see in Ukraine is not a comfortable lesson, but it is a real one. At this point, we should pause, not to choose sides emotionally, but to think together about how war is changing, how doctrine is shifting, and what that means for the world ahead. If you believe analysis like this matters, if you believe war must be understood, not simplified, support this channel, subscribe, share, engage in rational discussion, because shallow understanding is more dangerous than ignorance. One final clarification: this content is created for analysis and education, not to incite, not to justify violence, and not to demean any party. All visuals, data, and narration are used in an informational context. Some material may involve reconstruction or AI-assisted visuals. The purpose is singular: to help us see war as it is, without illusion, without slogans, without dangerous simplification. Thank you for thinking together.